listening to The Main Event with Zach Gelb and Chase Sr. on WHIP.
I'm getting my mail. You're driving like a maniac. My God. How come your airbag didn't go off?
Somebody took it out. They sold it.
Sold it? Who would do such a thing?
Look, I'm really sorry. I was in a rush.
So you admit it was your fault?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me get the damages here, and I'll be on my way.
We should file a police report. You got a phone?
No, seriously. What do you say, $500? Look, I took the worst of it.
And then you call your insurance on me? No, thank you.
I'm not gonna do that. 6?
Look, I don't want an argument here. My place is just up the drive there. We'll call the police. They'll come right out. Turn on your hazards.
Let me get my registration.
Time in the studio is 11:46. Those are some clips from The Sopranos. And I was on Twitter the other day, and I saw this link about Bottle Skins. It's a tremendous product. We'll tell you a little bit more about it in a few minutes. But the man behind Bottle Skins is Joe Gannascoli, who's Vito from The Sopranos. Also did a bunch of years being a nice little chef in the restaurant business. And Joey G joins us right now. Joe, it is Zach and Chase here in Philly. Thanks for your few minutes. We appreciate it. How are you?
What's happening, guys?
Well, we're doing great, and it's a beautiful Friday here in Philadelphia, and I know you may not think that because you're from New York like myself, but the Eagles are playing this weekend. A lot of people are pumped up for that, and we also have the Temple football game. But you're very big into food like myself. I'm Italian, and for Thanksgiving in my household, we don't do turkey. We actually do lasagna, nice big Italian lasagna. I know that you're very big into food. You work in the food business for 20-plus years. What was on your Thanksgiving plate last Thursday?
Well, first of all, I'm going to tell you about you got to lay off the espresso.
Yeah, right? I'm all pumped up. Well, we're pumped up. That's what Philadelphia does to you.
Yeah, I hear you. We eat turkey once a year, so if you can't do it on Thanksgiving, when are you going to do it? So we don't do the pasta because if we everybody ate macaroni, nobody would want turkey.
So we'll talk a little bit about Bottle Skins in a second because I really love the product and I'm shocked that no one else thought about it. So that's a good job by you. I have to ask you, though, about The Sopranos because I watched it growing up as a young child. Give me some of your favorite memories about playing Vito in The Sopranos.
Well, listening to that clip brought back memories. That was cool. For me, one of my highlights, well, two things, really. And not so much acting. I love what I did, but doing a scene with Lawrence Taylor was epic for me. And one day, Muhammad Ali came with his daughter to the studio for some reason, but I got to meet him. So 2 out of 3 idols that I have, I met. Other times, just, being part of history. Like, for me, I feel like, I was Tony Lazzeri on the 27 Yankees.
And LT's actually going to be doing a radio show with the mutual friend of ours, Sid Rosenberg, in New York this weekend. So that should be some fun stuff to listen into on WFAN as Joey G is our guest right now. I do have to ask you about the ending because I'll never forget the ending to The Sopranos. And a lot of people have mixed reviews about it, but I was watching it with my father and my mom. And you know how unreliable Cablevision is up in New York. My dad actually thought the cable box went out when the screen faded to black. I actually liked the ending because it made you think a little bit about what actually happened. What was your take on the ending to The Sopranos?
Well, oddly enough, you want to laugh. I was watching that in South Philly, 10th and Casket, with about 20 guys from a cigar shop, Twin Smoke Shop, and I thought the same thing. I thought my TV went out. I didn't know what the ending was going to be, and everybody sat there stunned. And then I think it dawned on us when the credits came back on that I said, wow, what an ending. I loved it. I thought it was great. I think any other way he would have done it. Tony flipping, giving himself up, getting arrested, getting killed, although a little unlikely in front of his family would have disappointed people. So why not disappoint everybody?
Joe Gannascoli joins us right now. Joe, it's Chase, and I'm a diehard Philadelphia Eagles fan, so we'll get to that in just a couple of moments. But what was the day-to-day process like when you guys were doing shoots for the show? Because I was in Los Angeles all summer, so I got to see firsthand how some of these movies and shows are shot, and it's pretty ridiculous, the day-to-day process.
Yeah, I mean, listen, for us, from script to script, we all had our moles in the crew, so we would find out who's getting killed, and you wanted to make it through another week. Other than that, if we were shooting at the Bada Bing, that was always a great moment. You get a lap dance for 4 hours, which is cool.
Nothing wrong with that, Joey G.
No, but usually, wherever we shot, after we, if we were inside, in a public, like a funeral home or a restaurant or a diner, there'd be lines and lines of people behind barriers. You know what I mean? We were kind of felt like the Beatles a little bit. So that was great.
Now, I was doing some research, and I found out that you're not the biggest fan of Chip Kelly, who is an innovative offensive mind, and it's understandable if you're a diehard New York Giants fan to not like the opposition. Hey, Eli Manning and Tom Coughlin, they won 2 Super Bowls. I will always give them support for doing that, although I don't like the Giants all that much. But what's your problem with Chip Kelly?
Yeah, he's got that mud that starts to annoy me, you know what I mean?
He's a bright dude and a great quote, I'll tell you that, though.
Probably, maybe so. But, Harbaugh in San Francisco is doing the same thing. I would hate for him to come to the Giants, although I don't want to see anything happen at TC. Kelly, he's got that mud. I just want to, crack. I can't help it. He's got that. Listen, I know Darren Sproles was going to be a huge headache for us and for everybody. And that on our answer to that was Trindon Holiday, who never got on the field.
Mm-hmm.
But that's good with him, with McCoy. I knew Sanchez would be a good quarterback, given the right coaching and the right team. I didn't think he was horrible. And Foles came down to earth. So that was bound to happen. I didn't realize Macklin was such a good receiver. Deshaun Jackson, I couldn't stand. So I'm ready to get rid of him. I'm not ready to get rid of him. I guess I am. So the Eagles, I don't think it's going to be the Cowboys. Romo's unfortunately away from one play away from going to the bench.
He's also got a cracked rib now, too.
What's that?
He's also got a cracked rib now, too.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He does. I thought the Colts and maybe the Chicago defense would get to him a little more, but they sort of ran away from it, and then Chicago came back a little bit. So that's, the Eagles. I have to be nice to Eagle fans because when I was in South Jersey doing the skins at the Home Depots,
yeah,
every other person had an Eagle hat on, an Eagle jacket, and that's the hardest thing for me is being nice.
Well, that's this fan base. They're passionate. They may be crazy at times, but they're definitely passionate, and they'll buy this product. So let's hear a little bit more about it. Where can people get a bottle skin, whether it's for the Hanukkah or whether it's for Christmas and the holiday season's coming up?
They're available. All the teams are available online at Sports Bottle Skins with a Z, sportsbottleskins.com, and at the Home Depot is closest, I guess, to Philly and South Jersey. Deptford, Plainfield, that stuff, right? Cherry Hill. These are the $5 water cooler covers. So if you have it for the home or the office, you don't have a cooler, you flip an empty one over. Every kid's got one in his room that's for coins, so you can make it a cover for that. And I've even seen girls use them as tube tops. But that's for the September games when it's warmer.
And to cover up some beer bottles for some drinkers out there.
Yeah, there's small ones go over the water, soda, beer bottles. There's a little space to put your name on it. So if it's a kid who's drinking water, he throws it on the bench or on the sideline, he knows it's his. And the larger are $9.99, and the small are $4.99. But I'm ready. The small aren't just ready yet. We just concentrating on the large ones. So there's a lot of big water bottle companies that make deliveries. They're going to be selling them, and Home Depot. Hopefully they'll go national. I tried to get them by the link, but they already designated 200 stores for this project, so I wasn't able to. I got them to add 5 stores up in North Jersey.
Well, I'm sure you're already ahead of us on this one. How about some college products? Because college sports is massive. Can we get some college bottle skins possibly down the road?
We have the license for NHL, NCAA, MLB, Realtree, which is camouflage that the hunters like, and military. So I would think, of course the major colleges, but stuff like Temple and Villanova, that's definitely better state, but those other two I'm not sure we'll have.
Where'd the idea come from? Because this is pretty brilliant. I mean, all these plain water jugs, you look at them, you fill up your water bottle, and nobody really thinks, hey, I can put a logo on there, but that's a brilliant idea on your part.
Well, yeah, I got to be honest with you. I've been blessed a few times in life, you know?
Yeah.
My wife, my daughter, being on Sopranos. Excuse me. But I'm also a creative guy. It was my idea to make my character gay from a book I was reading. That changed my life. And I was looking at my water bottle, so I said, hey, that's a great spot for my team. I went online to see if there was any product like it. And it's just about a product for everything in the NFL. And so I went to the Giants. The Giants sent me the NFL licensing. And the NFL licensing hooked me up with a guy that's in the sports license business that's established with Walmart and Target and you name it. They have their plush products in there for kids, like pillow pets. Bringing them all new accounts, like Home Depot and these big water bottle companies, and we'll take it from there. So I just looked at my bottle and said, hey, why not cover that with my team?
Well, Joe, it's definitely a great idea, and we do appreciate a few minutes today. And believe it or not, I've never had a sip of coffee in my life, actually. That's natural energy.
All right. Okay, I believe you.
All right. Well, we appreciate it. Thanks so much, Joe.
All right, guys. I appreciate it. Have a great holiday, and hopefully it'll make it to Home Depot or Sports Bottle Skins.